It's official. The 2026 GMC Canyon is getting a fresh face and a few smart upgrades. No full redesign here, but for a mid-cycle update, there's enough happening to keep this mid-size truck sharp and maybe even give rivals something to worry about. If you've been eyeing the Canyon or just love keeping tabs on how the truck scene is evolving, here's what's new. Exterior tweaks. Look close and you'll catch the changes. The 2026 Canyon offers revised headlights, slimmer, sharper, and more modern. The wheel arches have been subtly reshaped too, giving the truck a slightly more muscular stance without going overboard. The grille's new as well, looking a bit more aggressive, but still very GMC. It's not a wild transformation, but the updates help the Canyon feel a little more current and a little more premium, making the cabin a better place to be. Inside, expect GMC to clean things up in a way that matters. Think more usable storage cubbies, a wider center console, and improved seat materials across the trims. The infotainment setup already leans high-tech with a big screen and solid connectivity, but they could throw in better ergonomics and extra charging points, especially for backseat passengers. The Canyon's cabin is already more upscale than most expect from a midsize truck, and these tweaks should make it even more practical for daily use. Join us as we explore the world of wheels. Subscribe now and buckle up for the adventure. Powertrain. Sticking with the Turbo Max, but new options are on the horizon. Right now, every 2026 Canyon comes with the same engine, the 2.7-liter Turbo Max. It's no slouch, pumping out 310 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque. That's plenty to tow up to 7,700 pounds, and it's the torquiest setups in the segment. But General Motors knows it can't sit still forever. While some buyers miss the old-school V6, like the 3.6-liter from the last-gen Canyon, GMC isn't bringing it back. That's where a hybrid comes in. GMC hasn't laid out the specs yet, but the very idea of a Canyon hybrid is already making waves. The Tacoma is available with electrified drivetrain in its top trims, and it changed the game almost overnight. Suddenly, a truck can be both powerful and efficient, and buyers, they're noticing. If GMC gets this right, a hybrid Canyon could close the gap and maybe even set a new benchmark. Think about it. Imagine keeping most, if not all, of that 430 pound-feet torque, but cutting your gas station visits in half. That's a real advantage for any type of trucker. Add to that smoother off-road control, quieter operation in the city, and possibly even electric-only modes for short stints. There's a lot to gain. And here's the kicker. This isn't just about numbers on a spec sheet. Trucks have long lagged behind in the hybrid game, mainly because automakers weren't sure buyers would care. But the market's shifting. People still want capability, but they also want to stop burning through fuel like it's 2010. A hybrid Canyon could be that sweet spot, real-world utility without sacrificing efficiency or performance. So yeah, GMC's late to the hybrid scene. But if they do it right, they won't just be catching up, they might actually start leading. Price, trims, and when to expect. You won't have to wait long. The 2026 GMC Canyon drops this fall, and base pricing starts around $39,000. That gets you a well-equipped truck, not some bare-bones fleet special. Want something that can really handle the dirt? The AT4 trim is your best bet, and you're still under 50 grand. If luxury is your thing, Denali brings the premium touches, nicer leather, fancier trim, more tech. But it's getting close to $55,000. Verdict. The 2026 Canyon isn't trying to reinvent itself, but that's not a bad thing. It already stands out in a crowded field, and with a sharper look, smarter interior, and a potential hybrid powertrain on the way, it's only getting better. Whether you're hauling gear, heading off-road, or just want a truck that doesn't feel like a penalty box inside, the Canyon continues to be a solid pick. Thanks for watching and see you next time.